Hello once again, Internet. I am Spence, and we are at my Feed the Beast world in Minecraft, and I am going to, today, as you can see, I've done some renovations to our house. Um, our old hovel is now gone, and instead there's this huge house. Now, unfortunately, I did not have enough cobblestone to be able to process into stone bricks to finish up that little area, but don't worry, that's no big deal. Okay, so first of all, yesterday I showed you how to make the magma crucible, and what I did off screen was I did melt some redstone, but I'm going to melt some more because that's not enough for all of our conduits. So we throw the redstone in there, and as you can see, it just loads up, and then you get the tiniest little sliver of molten redstone. See, you get 25. Now we're going to that's weird. Oh yeah, I turned it off over here. So we are going to turn on that, and as you can see, the redstone is now gone. And the redstone is now being put into our new redstone energy conduits. Yeah! At long last, we now have redstone energy conduits. It's so good to have redstone energy conduits. It's just nice. It's just nice. Now, unfortunately, we don't quite have enough electricity to melt down the last four redstone, turn them into redstone energy conduits, but that doesn't really matter. I did not, I just wanted to show you, how I was doing this time. This powered furnace, I'm gonna have to move. Today we are going to do a bit of remodeling. We are going to be moving everything around, and it might be confusing to some of you, but what's nice about these redstone energy conduits is that they have just made our lives so much easier, and you don't even know how much easier it has made us our lives. But I'm going to show you in a bit. First, I'm going to actually, is there anything in there? Okay, good. There's nothing in there. I just forgot. If anything, there would probably be something in here, but nope. So these empty ones are completely useless until you fill them with molten redstone, and that's the only way to do it. Thank God I had the compressor. The compressor I used to get really far into the game, but I just want to point out it is extremely useful, and that you are definitely most likely going to want to be able to use it. Now I'm going to be taking all these old things that we have, throwing them out here, throw a liquid transposer there, and then you can see how they're all defaulted again. No, wait, one thing that I have to do in order to move these two things from industrial craft without turning them to whatever the hell they were before is I take tin and copper. I'm gonna throw it in this induction furnace. Unfortunately, nothing has electricity right now because I still haven't hooked up the electricity underneath. Um, but the idea of the electricity underneath is that each thing gets its own energy conduit, and we have just enough to hook up one. Yeah, see, there we go. Now you can see the arrow that goes in. That just basically says, okay, energy is going to be going into this machine. It's not going to be coming out. So now I can throw some sand underneath me and hop out. Now I just take this redstone energy conduit, throw it there, and we're gonna put both of our two Stirling engines there for now until I can come up with a better energy um, solution. I have a better energy solution in mind. It just takes a load of materials. Oops, that wasn't good. Okay, so now we just take ourselves one of our redstone torches and throw that up there. Now we're going to want to use like half the coal in each of them because it's going to be a while until we can recharge all of our stuff. But the point is, what happens is, as you can see, it's very minimal as to how much actually ends up going into the induction smelter because everything else is receiving the same amount of energy. Now, in order to do that, fix it up so it just gives stuff to the induction smelter. You'll notice how I use the wrench on the thing back there so it would come out. You can see the arrow points out of it. You just do that for all the stuff that you don't want getting electricity. And then it's like it's pumping two things. into this one, which is very useful because I have to get some bronze right here. Not bronze. No, no, please don't. Please don't. That's not cool. Not cool. Not cool. Forgot to set all that going in and going out and all that great crap. Great. I hope it's the same kind. Please let it be the same kind of bronze. Yes, sticky stack. Okay, cool. But you'll understand why I said please let it be the same kind, because sometimes when you process something in a different way, then it outputs something weird, and it's just the game's a bit weird like that. This one's completely independent, so I'm gonna get rid of all this. Oh nuts, man! That's a bit much. On my whatever. Anyways, what you're gonna want to do with this is you're gonna want to turn this into a cute little wrench. Is that the right one? I don't think that's the right one. Yeah, there we go. This is the right one. This is the right one. There we go. One wrench, and then you just shift, right click, and now we have our two IC2 stuff. There's still a chance, a very, very small chance, but there is still a chance there that you will end up having, oh, what's it called? Having them turn into a machine block regardless of the fact that you use the wrench, which is never really a good thing. So, I'm going to set all these things so that they will get electricity, except for the magma crucible, because that thing just takes so much electricity. Wrong wrench. Unfortunately, there are multiple different wrenches in this game, so you gotta kind of keep track. The one that takes buildcraft stuff is for the buildcraft stuff, and the one that doesn't is not for it. But so you'll basically find out that I'm just gonna throw the energy conduits in there for now, and throw the redstone in there. So once it gets enough electricity, it'll start running. But it'll give everything equal amounts of electricity. So that'll work. So eventually, we're going to have a bunch of redstone energy conduits. Sorry, I'm moving a bit. My computer gets really hot. It's got this whole deal set up just so that it doesn't get hot, but somehow it still does, which kind of sucks. Jeez. So yeah. Another thing we're going now that we've got all this crap moved around, and we have a nice big open space. I'm going to start with what I planned on doing a couple episodes ago with the quartz crystal. It is called applied energistics. Now, applied energistics is a bit of a pain, but it is totally worth it in the end, like by a long shot, a million times over, because it can like auto craft. It can have special things that are pumped into specific machines, and I'm just gonna configure this real quick. Um, yeah, it's always good to have these things configured, because otherwise there's always going to be one time where you accidentally have something horrible go wrong, and then you're just like, oh my gosh, why? Why? And it kind of sucks. So, just keep that in mind when you're setting up all that stuff, because there's always going to be that one time where you mess something up, and you're going to be wishing that you actually did set it up correctly. But anyways, for now, we are going to be building something called a controller. Control. Control. Let's see. Here we go. ME controller. Everything has ME behind it. So ME advanced processor, which is processor assembly cooked. Quartz cutting knife. Now that everything takes quartz in this. I swear everything. And it takes a diamond. It's kind of expensive, but it's worth it in the end, because the every single system has to have at least one, and it's good not to have more than one of these. Just cause Whoa. Oh yeah, that's right. It pulls from adjacent inventories. So because this is adjacent, if it needs a specific material and the material's in there, then it will use the material to make whatever you're trying to make. So let's see. I need an advanced processor, which is the advanced processor assembly. And now how we know that it's not going to suck up all our diamonds and redstone is that it needs silicon. Now silicon's very, very easy to get. It's just cooked quartz dust. So this thing will automatically suck up one, and then we can pull out the rest of the quartz dust real quick. See? And now we have ourselves a bit of silicon. Sweet. Now we throw our one bit of silicon in there, and this thing has the redstone, so we just need to whip out a diamond from over here. Now you can see how diamonds are being used throughout this whole tutorial a bit. But it's kind of normal. I mean, diamonds are used for multiple things in any kind of mod. So now that we have our advanced processor assembly, we're just gonna hit that, and then we're gonna throw that in. 2, 3, 4, and now we have ourselves an ME controller. Also, in this top area, it will give a small interactive deal where it pops up and shows you what you just attempted to make, or the recipe it'll show you, which is kind of cool. But ooh, also another thing about these, they take energy. Any kind of energy it processes and puts into a different kind. So I think I might actually have to move these industrial craft things over there. That way, whenever I need something out of my system, I can just pull it out using this energy. Because what happens is default, it says power is low, 0 units. So fly. I hate flies. Anyways, so what that'll do is, this is basically the center of our whole system. So we're gonna have a bunch of different stuff set up, and first of all, we're gonna need an ME chest. Here we go, an ME chest. Conversion matrix. It's quite annoying. So here we go, and then there's that, and then that, and that, and then that. Okay, cool. And then we're going to need 1 silicon. How come the one time I wanted to turn it, it didn't work, but the times that I did want to turn it, it would work. It's just, I don't know. Anyways, throw that in there. Things get the redstone already, so we're just going to nab ourselves 1 gold ingot over there. Throw that in here. Then we're going to smelt this basic processor assembly. And take that out. Throw that in here. Recipe, question mark, and double, and we have ourselves a conversion matrix. And now we simply have to question mark that, and then craft ourselves a chest, right? Yeah, we gotta craft ourselves a chest. See, this is where the mine stone comes in handy, in case you need 2. So, here we go. I'm running low on time, and we're planning on going to bed soon, so unfortunately, I might have to leave you after I make this ME chest, but I guess that's just life. There we go, we're going to turn that into cobblestone, process the cobblestone into some sand. Oh wait, I already have sand. Oh my gosh, I'm such a dork. Okay. Okay, here's our 1 glass that we needed, and then we're going to throw that 1 glass in there. And we don't have enough iron in here? Oh yeah, that's right. We have all our bars in this stupid little chest. Oh my gosh, that's quite annoying. Very, very annoying. See, you just saw the GUI there. So this ME chest, it needs to be... Okay, well, I'll show you the ME chest and everything another time. But my time is literally like 10 seconds from being up. So I'll see you guys next time, and have a good day.